Hey, what's going on, guys? I have a mic now. I am back. You have not seen my face in 2 months ish, but I have seen Eurovision. I have seen both semifinals and the grand final. I've been keeping up with it. I just haven't been posting. So here is now the time to do a recap of it, and I'm just gonna show you a Google sheet. I just prepared this in like a second, and I wanted to go over kind of the most shocking results. Um, my favorite performances, my least favorite performances, that kind of thing, because there were some surprising ones. Like, let's go over. These are the ones that I kind of highlighted the most as the most surprising. Israel being second, not shocking, but I wanted to highlight it because we kind of dodged a bullet there. Actually, shit. Let me congratulate Austria for winning the Eurovision Song Contest. Wasted Love by JJ. I love this one. It was top 5 all year. My winner at some points. Yeah, I loved it on first listen. It's an amazing song, and the performance was equally amazing. So I'm so proud of JJ that he won, because it was probably the most positive outcome. Because getting back on the track of Israel, second, I raised my concerns of about Israel in the last couple of years, um, because it feels like the ballads are very similar the last 2 years. It feels like they have a formula: generic ballad being very very somber, and it getting public support, like this one, when it is not always the highest of quality, and that is pretty much what happened here. Also, if this was to win, they would not have been able to hold it in Israel. Obviously, there would have been a lot of public flack there. I mean, it probably never would have been able to happen just because of the 2 wars that are currently ongoing. Um, and everything else surrounding it. So we kind of lucked out for that one, that Israel is not hosting the song contest next year. So just two of my concerns. And I mean, I'm not surprised that Israel got second and had a lot of public support, because that's kind of what all of us were thinking. It feels kind of like the same formula every single year, and they're just going to keep doing it because they know it's going to get the support. And why wouldn't they, I guess, right? Like, dodged a bullet. Anyways, moving on to Estonia. How did Estonia get third? How did they get that many jury points? Let's go over here and look at the jury points for Estonia. 98. That's high. That's high for Estonia. For a song like Estonia, where the vocals are weak, the song is nothing really special. It was the performance that kind of put it all together. It's probably something the older people kind of get a kick out of, maybe. I did not think it would do that good. I thought it would be on the latter half of the qualifications. I knew it would qualify, but I did not think it would be third. I'm shocked about it because it seemed to get like a lot of public support and a decent bit of jury support. So if you would have told me that Estonia is even getting top 10, I would have said no way. And looking back, the performance is probably not good enough to warrant top 10 or even top 15. I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if anyone agrees with me on it, but yeah, that's how I feel. Another shocking result: Albania at eighth. The jury, again, if we take a look at the jury results, only 45 jury points. I was expecting that to be totally flipped. I was expecting a lot of jury support and a lack of public support, but it was kind of the opposite. And I mean, eighth for Albania is still really, really good. This is their best kind of showing at Eurovision in a long time. But it was top 5 the entire year for me. The performance was great. The sound of the song, the staging, everything about it was great. So eighth feels low. Eighth feels low, and I'm mad about it. Speaking of low, we can kind of combine Switzerland and Finland, because in my best performances, we kind of have all 3 of these countries. Albania is in my best performances. Great performance. Switzerland was as well, along with Finland. And 10th and 11th for Switzerland and Finland. Not to mention Voyage getting 0 public votes. How did we allow that to happen? How did we allow Voyage to get 0 public points. That song again was on my top 5 along with Finland. I don't know how we failed. We failed Zoe. We really failed Zoe on that one. I don't know how that happened, but it was a beautiful and unique performance with the camera being shot at her, and just the way it was done was amazing. So 10th again feels low, especially with the 0 public points. Finland, this was a great performance, possibly the best performance of the night. It was just Erika Vikman doing her thing on the dance stage. What the fuck? Stage the whole night. And she got 11th for it. You know, it feels a little low, especially when I was seeing Finland like top 2, top 3 in the rankings along with Sweden all of this Eurovision season. And for it to come down to 11th when she gave her absolute hardest on that stage. She gave vocals, she gave singing, the staging, the lights was amazing, and the microphone that she kind of rode at the end of the performance topped it all off, and only 11th. Feels criminal that it was that low. Maybe someone saw something that they didn't like. I mean, it is, you know, it's probably divisive with the public just for the fact that it is a little more kind of out there. And some people may not enjoy that. So maybe that's why the top 3 seem pretty lighthearted in comparison to Finland's or even Malta's. Which, moving on to Malta, was another one where I'm not super surprised about the result. But yeah, why is Malta even on here? I have no idea why Malta's on here. But, I mean, I wished it did better because I like it. I like how chaotic it is. I love Mirjana's kind of personality. She's so funny. But, I mean, it seems pretty on par with what I was expecting. So 17th, not very shocking. I don't know why I put it there. I feel like I was just mad when I was doing it. I was like, yeah, that's shocking. It should have been top 10. But very, very realistic kind of position for Malta. Very, very good performance. Now, the positioning of these two is not really shocking. It's just before the final, I was shocked it qualified. Armenia, I was not expecting that high quality performance with the treadmill kind of back and forth. The energy, the lights, it was chaotic. It had the energy. One of the most high energy performances of the night, and it deserved a spot in the grand final, which the position is not really why I highlighted it. I was just surprised it qualified, along with Portugal. I love the song. I love that it's blowing up on TikTok. I was just surprised because of how low energy and, you know, how singer-songwriter of a song it felt, and it felt not very Eurovision, not something the Eurovision public would enjoy, which is why I was shocked that it did qualify. But I am proud of Portugal for making it to the grand final because I love the song. I just never thought it would click. Denmark. Oh my God. Sissel. I love how happy Sissel was whenever she qualified. The song is really, really fun. It's very, very catchy. It's basic, but I don't care. It makes me dance all the time. I'm so happy Denmark snapped this streak of not qualifying for God knows how long. 23rd, I mean, it's a solid positioning in the final for Sissel. I'm just happy she qualified, and she seemed really happy. So lump these two in as well, I guess. Iceland and San Marino. I love the Vibe guys. They're a vibe. I love their song. It's really, really fun. The performance is very, very Gen Z. I loved it, and I love that they opened. It really, really helped that they opened in the semifinal. Did they open the final, or was it the semifinal that they opened? I can't tell, but it definitely helped them, and I'm glad they qualified. San Marino was one that I was actually shocked by. 26th, I mean, last in the final. I'm not shocked about that. I'm just shocked they qualified. I felt it, like, the song is not bad. I just feel like the performance on stage didn't do it justice. It was more, obviously, Gabri Ponte is a DJ. I just felt there could have been more kind of energy for for the song that it actually was. So I was shocked it even qualified. But you know, let's highlight kind of these three that I was shocked that they didn't qualify. Australia, I can see why they didn't. The performance was lackluster. I'm just mad that they didn't qualify because it has a lot of personality, but I think the song in general has a lot of personality, but I feel like the performance could have been executed a little bit better. It could have been way higher budget. I think it would have helped the performance if it was way higher budget, had more energy. And again, the vocals were too mid. So I understand why it didn't qualify, but over San Marino, you're kind of thinking, I don't even know if they were in the same semifinal. I can't remember, but yeah, I can see why not. But I'm just sad because the song is a banger. Czechia, again, the song is not too bad. I like it better than the San Marino or the Armenia song in general. But there were a couple of blips. One in particular was the off time Kiss Kiss Goodbye. It was very, very off and it sounded not very good. And as soon as that happened, I was like, yeah, this performance isn't too bad. His vocals are not bad at all. But that out of timeness cost him a spot in the grand final, and I'm really, really sad about that. But the performance didn't give enough, is what I'm trying to say. But that blip definitely cost him the final. Like, if it was mid all throughout, then maybe I could have said, oh, he might sneak in. But that for sure kind of cost him a spot, which I'm really, really sad because he seems like a great guy. This song is pretty catchy. And then we have Belgium at 35th. What the hell? This song is a banger. Like, the staging, the performance, it's chaotic. The vocals were not bad at all. Like, they weren't studio quality. But, I mean, I'm baffled by how Belgium did not qualify or even came second last or third last. They weren't even 27th like Cyprus. They were 35th out of 37. No shot. It was not bad enough. It was not bad enough to get 35th. Nope. Snubbed. Absolutely snubbed. I don't know how it was. I didn't know how it happened. I sat there with my hands over my mouth. I was like, how did this happen? So let's go over some best performances. Again, I said Finland. It was just her, Erika Vikman, doing her thing on the stage. Warranted. Italy, I love the captions. I love the staging. It's a beautiful song. The colors on stage, the emotional kind of English lyrics made people kind of relate to that. So I can understand why it plays so high. Switzerland, again, it's unique. The song is beautiful. Vocals were insane. So obviously, best performances. Latvia, again, great performance. No blips in their performance at all. I love the song. I love the experimentalness. It's not super experimental, but for a Eurovision entry, it's kind of one out of left field. Love this one. Austria, again, they were the winner. They deserved it. Loved it. Luxembourg was not entirely expecting them to qualify before the semifinals, but seeing their performance, Laura Thorne really made the song come to life. In general, I thought the song was okay before the performance, and then the performance kind of made it that much better. Along with Spain, I wasn't really feeling the song, but the energy that Melody gave on that stage was good enough to be in there with one of the best performances of the entire kind of Eurovision time period. I don't know at that point. But under worst performances, we have Azerbaijan, who placed last, 37th. Again, the vocals, very, very jarring. The vocals weren't inherently bad. They were just jarring and very high pitched. You weren't expecting those kind of vocals to come out of a guy like that. So that's probably jarring for some people. The song isn't bad at all. I actually really, really enjoyed it the more I kept listening to the song. It's just, besides that, nothing much was really going on for it. Again, I said Czechia, that blip, and overall the performance was nothing special. The staging wasn't great, and the song in general is just okay. Australia, yeah, could have been more high budget. Way more energy would have been nice, and vocals were lacking. United Kingdom, I decided to put them up here just because I think this song, it has too many ups and downs in the melody, with the 3 different girls, and it's a weird kind of song structure. Their semifinal performance was worse than their final one, but the semifinal one for sure was not very good. It's just a weird song where it's really, really hard to perform live, especially with 3 girls kind of going back and forth with one another. It was messy for sure. I didn't hate the staging. The song, I think, is still really, really good, but the vocals, yeah, it was pretty chaotic. It was pretty chaotic with them kind of singing over each other in the chorus as well. I thought that was pretty messy. Overall, those are the results that I was most shocked of. My favorite and my least favorite performances. I will go over these more in depth in another video, giving my individual kind of ratings out of 10. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I did watch Eurovision. I did not miss it. I just did not post, and it's been 2 months. So hopefully you enjoyed watching Eurovision, and I am back on track to post more videos. So stay tuned in the future because more videos are coming with a mic as well. It's amazing.